In this world of constant distractions and shallow connections, the ancient Stoic philosophy offers a powerful solution that some might find harsh. Ignore 90% of people. This isn't about being rude or antisocial. It's about recognizing that only a small fraction of individuals truly align with your values, contribute positively to your life, and support your growth. The rest? They're noise, distractions, potential roadblocks on your path to becoming the best version of yourself. By adopting this Stoic approach, you'll find yourself surrounded by quality relationships, focused on what truly matters, and living a life of purpose and tranquility. It's time to cut through the chaos and embrace the power of selective attention. So are you ready to discover reasons why Stoics ignore the majority and how this mindset can transform your life? Let's dive in. 1. Stoics chose quality over quantity in relationships. If we are being honest, most people in your life don't truly matter. They're acquaintances, casual friends, or colleagues who, in the grand scheme of things, have little impact on your personal growth or happiness. Stoics recognize this and choose to invest deeply in a select few relationships rather than spreading themselves thin across many shallow connections. This approach might seem harsh at first, but it's actually liberating. By focusing on a small circle of meaningful relationships, you create the space for true intimacy, trust, and mutual growth. These are the people who challenge you, support you, and inspire you to be better. As the philosopher Epictetus advised, the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Moreover, this selective approach to relationships protects you from the negative influences that can derail your progress. How many times have you been pulled into drama, gossip, or unproductive activities because you felt obligated to engage with people who don't align with your values? By ignoring these individuals, you shield yourself from their potentially toxic influence and maintain focus on your own path. 2. They seek mastering emotional resilience. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is emotional resilience, the ability to maintain inner calm regardless of external circumstances. By ignoring 90% of people, you're not just managing your time better, you're training your emotional fortitude. This practice helps you become less reactive to the opinions, judgments, and actions of others. Consider how much emotional energy you expend worrying about what others think of you, getting caught up in their drama, or trying to please everyone. It's exhausting and ultimately futile. The Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. By choosing to ignore the majority, you reclaim this power. This doesn't mean becoming cold or unfeeling. On the contrary, it allows you to channel your emotional energy more effectively. You become more present and empathetic with the people who truly matter in your life. You develop a deeper sense of self-reliance and inner peace. This emotional resilience becomes your armor against the chaos of the world, allowing you to stay focused on your principles and goals regardless of external noise. 3. The art of indifference. Stoicism teaches the practice of indifference, not in the sense of not caring, but in the sense of not being overly swayed by external factors beyond our control. By ignoring 90% of people, you're actively practicing this crucial skill. You're training yourself to be less affected by the opinions, judgments, and actions of others. This indifference is a superpower in today's world of constant social media comparisons and peer pressure. When you stop caring about what the majority thinks, you free yourself to pursue your true passions and live according to your values. You no longer make decisions based on societal expectations or the fear of judgment. Instead, you act from a place of inner conviction and clarity. Remember, this indifference isn't about becoming aloof or uncaring. It's about developing a strong internal locus of control. You still care deeply about your principles, your goals, and the select few people who truly matter in your life. But you're no longer at the mercy of every passing opinion or fleeting social trend. This is true freedom, the freedom to be yourself unapologetically. 4. Cultivating wisdom through selective influence. The people you surround yourself with shape your thoughts, beliefs, and actions more than you might realize. By ignoring 90% of people, You're not being antisocial, you're being intentional about who influences you. Stoics understand that true wisdom comes from carefully choosing your influences and learning from those who embody the virtues you aspire to. Think about the last 5 people you spent the most time with. Are they pushing you to grow, challenging your assumptions, and inspiring you to be better? Or are they reinforcing mediocrity, encouraging complacency, or even dragging you down? By being selective about who you give your attention to, you ensure that you're constantly exposed to ideas and behaviors that elevate you. This selective approach to influence means seeking out mentors, whether in person or through books and other media, who have achieved what you aspire to. It means engaging in deep, meaningful conversations with people who challenge your thinking and broaden your perspective. By ignoring the noise of the masses, you create space for the wisdom of the few to truly sink in and transform you. 5. The power of solitude and self-reflection. In a world that constantly demands our attention and interaction, the ability to be alone with your thoughts is a rare and valuable skill. By ignoring 90% of people, you create the space for solitude and deep self-reflection. This isn't about being antisocial, it's about developing a rich inner life and a strong sense of self. Stoics understood the importance of regular self-examination. Seneca advised, "We should every night call ourselves to an account. What infirmity have I mastered today? What passions opposed? What temptation resisted? What virtue acquired?" This level of introspection is only possible when you're not constantly caught up in the social whirlwind of engaging with everyone around you. Moreover, this practice of solitude and self-reflection is essential for developing true self-reliance and inner strength. When you're comfortable being alone with your thoughts, you're less likely to seek validation from others or be swayed by their opinions. You develop a clearer sense of your values, goals, and the person you want to become. This inner clarity becomes your compass, guiding you through life's challenges with confidence and purpose. 6. Breaking free from social conditioning. From birth, we're conditioned to seek approval, fit in, and engage with everyone around us. This social conditioning, while sometimes useful, often holds us back from reaching our full potential. By consciously choosing to ignore 90% of people, you're breaking free from these ingrained patterns and reclaiming your autonomy. This isn't about becoming a hermit or rejecting society entirely. It's about being intentional with your social interactions. Instead of automatically engaging with everyone out of habit or perceived obligation, you choose to interact based on shared values, mutual benefit, and genuine connection. This selective approach allows you to break free from toxic relationships, unproductive social norms, and the pressure to conform. 7. Maximizing your impact. It might seem counterintuitive, but by ignoring 90% of people, you actually increase your potential for positive impact in the world. How? By focusing your energy and resources where they can make the most difference. Instead of spreading yourself thin, trying to please everyone, you concentrate on the areas where your unique skills and passions can create real change. Think about the most influential figures in history. They didn't achieve greatness by trying to cater to everyone. They had a clear vision, focused on what mattered most, and often went against the grain of popular opinion. By ignoring the naysayers, the critics, and the status quo, they were able to push boundaries and create lasting impact. This focused approach also allows you to go deep rather than wide. Instead of having a superficial impact on many, you can have a profound impact on a few. Whether it's in your career, your relationships, or your community, this depth of engagement leads to more meaningful and lasting results. By ignoring the majority, you position yourself to be a true leader and change maker in the areas that matter most to you. 8. Cultivating inner peace. By ignoring 90% of people, you create a buffer between yourself and the tumultuous outside world. This isn't about burying your head in the sand, it's about choosing where to direct your emotional energy. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." By ignoring the opinions and judgments of the majority, you free yourself from the exhausting task of trying to please everyone. You no longer ride the emotional roller coaster of other people's moods, dramas, and expectations. This inner peace becomes a source of strength, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with equanimity. When you're not constantly reacting to every person and situation around you, you create space for thoughtful responses rather than knee-jerk reactions. This calmness radiates outward, positively influencing the people and situations you do choose to engage with. 9. Reclaiming your time and energy. Time and energy are your most precious resources, and yet so many people squander them on unproductive social interactions and relationships. By ignoring 90% of people, you reclaim these vital resources and redirect them towards what truly matters in your life. Think about how much time you spend scrolling through social media, engaging in small talk, or dealing with people who drain your energy. Now imagine channeling all that time and energy into your personal growth, your most important relationships, or your life's work. The potential for transformation is enormous. This isn't about becoming a workaholic or neglecting all social interaction. It's about being intentional with your time and energy. When you do engage with others, it's because you've chosen to, not because you feel obligated. This intentionality leads to more meaningful interactions, deeper relationships, and a greater sense of purpose in how you spend your days. 10. Embracing detachment. The Stoic concept of detachment is often misunderstood. It's not about being emotionless or uncaring. Rather, it's about maintaining a healthy distance from external events and other people's actions or opinions. By ignoring 90% of people, you're practicing this vital Stoic principle in a very practical way. This detachment allows you to see situations more clearly without the fog of emotional reactivity. You become less easily offended, less prone to taking things personally, and more able to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and equanimity. As Marcus Aurelius advised, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Moreover, this practice of detachment frees you from the endless cycle of seeking validation from others. You learn to find contentment and self-worth from within, rather than constantly looking for approval from the outside world. The Stoic practice of ignoring 90% of people isn't about isolation or misanthropy. It's about intentionality, focus, and personal growth. By adopting this mindset, you create space for what truly matters in your life. You cultivate deeper relationships, achieve greater clarity of purpose, and develop the inner strength to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. The choice is yours. Will you continue to be swayed by the noise of the majority, or will you embrace the Stoic path of selective engagement and personal excellence? If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.